Baby, don't understand why we can't just hold on to each other's hands. This time might be the last, unless I make it all too clear. Need you so. Take these broken wings and learn to fly again. So free when we hear voices sing of your love and then I sing. Take these broken wings. I'm a lonely man. They don't tell me nothing, so I find out all I can. Little fire's been burning right outside my door. I can't see but I feel it, and it helps to keep me warm. So I don't mind. No, I don't mind. It seems so. Time waiting for the welfare done. They can't buy a job. Daddy sits in dirty spies to catch the ball of ladies' eyes. Just when he says, get a job. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Ah, but don't you believe it? apart, day after day, and I slowly go insane. I hear your voice on the line, but it doesn't stop the pain. If I see you next to never, then how can we say forever? Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I will be.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Hold on. Happy Sunday. The time now here in Puerto Rico, this is Puerto Rico time. It is 12:39. It is 12:39 here in Puerto Rico. We are 1 hour ahead of you. We are 1 hour ahead of you. So today is Sunday, and today is a special night here at our channel. We have the beautiful Theresa Marie live. Theresa Marie will be on in a few moments, but before she is on, before I send the limo, I will make some announcements. I will be brief. Theresa, I will send you the link in a few moments. Okay, everyone, today is Sunday. God bless everyone. God bless everyone as always. Today is Sunday. I want everyone, if you can, go to the church of your preference. Go to the church of your preference and give your respect to God. When I was a little boy, my mother used to tell me this every Sunday. We must go to church every Sunday. We must go to church every Sunday and pay our respect to God. It is important to look for God before God looks for you. That is what my mother used to say. Uh, Go to visit God before God comes looking for you. That is the way it is. So, everyone, please take some time out and go and visit God and pay your respect. There's a lot of people say, you don't have to go to church. We all have to go to church. We all have to go to church. That is the way it is. Okay, hold on, everyone. Let me welcome everyone. Let me welcome Deborah Roberts. God bless you. Let me welcome our special guest, Theresa Marie. Theresa, a big hug. And you are going to do great, Theresa. You are going to do great after this telecast. You will probably be, I am sorry. Theresa, listen to me carefully. After this telecast, you will probably be, you'll get a contract from HBO or Netflix. That is the most probable. But Theresa, if you do not forget about us little people. So Theresa Marie will go on live in a few moments. Hold on, Theresa, hold on. Let me welcome Mickey Griggs. Mickey Griggs, God bless you. Hold on, I am checking the chat. Let me welcome the beautiful Miss Carol Quill. Miss Carol, God bless you. And a big hug. Hold on, everyone. Okay, hold on. Okay, to be clear, I only have the StreamYard chat. So we welcome the beautiful Miss Carol Quill. Hold on. I don't want to miss no one. Okay, Deborah Roberts. God bless you. Okay, hold on. We have Miss Jules. We have Miss Jules. Okay, this is the first time I see that name in the chat. So welcome, Miss Jules. Welcome. Okay, hold on. I am I am the wait. I am sorry, Jules. Okay, I am the husband of Theresa. Welcome, Mr. Jules. Welcome, and a big hug, Mr. Jules. May God bless your dear mother. May God bless your dear mother, and I hope she is better. And our utmost respect for your dear mother. And welcome, Mr. Jules. Mr. Jules, when I send the link, when I send the link, you are welcome to join your dear wife on the panel if you like. You are welcome. Hold on, everyone. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got everyone. I got everyone. God bless everyone that is outside of the chat, and God bless everyone on YouTube. God bless everyone on YouTube without exception. Without exception. As always, God bless my nephew, Anne-Marie. In case Anne-Marie arrives, I will send him the link immediately. That way he can join Theresa Marie and her dear husband on the panel. God bless my nephew always, Anne-Marie. A special blessing for Miss Angel Gotti. For Miss Angel Gotti. Miss Angel Gotti will go on tonight, Sunday night at 9:15. So everyone, please sub and support Miss Angel Gotti. A special blessing to Miss Carol Mahale, as always. God bless. She is my little sister. She is my little YouTube sister. A big hug for Miss Carol Mahale and also for Miss Theresa Murphy. For Miss Theresa Murphy. And God bless everyone on YouTube, without exception. Okay, Uh, everyone, those that have the wrench, I only have the StreamYard chat. Those that have the wrench, hold on. Let me get my English and Spanish together. Hold on. Okay, those that have the wrench, those that have the wrench, everyone has a wrench. Being that I only have the StreamYard chat, if anyone, it doesn't matter. If anyone comes in, uh, if anyone comes in with the criminal trolls, I call them criminal trolls. If anyone comes in with a negative comment, do not do not pay no mind. All you do not address the person or anything. All you do is press. Just press the menu where it says hide user. Just hide the user. That means they are blocked. They are blocked. Let me repeat it again, and please forgive me for being repetitive. Anyone, any criminal delinquent, any criminal troll that comes into this chat, here we do not address them. Here we do not give them platform. Here we block them immediately. This channel is dedicated to God and to the Holy Mother, the Virgin Mary. This channel is to do good. We do not do gossip. We do not do drama or turmoil. No profanity is permitted in this channel. As soon as a criminal delinquent comes in, you you check the menu where it says hide user. You hide the user. Here we do not give. There are no timeouts. Once you are blocked forever. Hold on, everyone. Let me welcome William Wallace. William Wallace. Hold on, everyone. Let me get the magnifying glass. Okay, everyone, I am back, and please forgive the interruption. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. Okay, everyone, I am back. Hold on. Let me check the chat. Let me welcome, let me welcome the beautiful Miss Josie. The beautiful Miss Josie from Mob Troop Chronicles. Miss Josie has been my dear friend for over 3 years. Uh, Josie, may God bless you. I give you a big hug, red roses, and I kiss you on the forehead. Everyone, please stop and support Miss Josie. Miss Josie is my dear friend always. We have been friends for over 3 years and a half. So God bless Miss Josie. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, we have a person says C double lives. Mob Troop Chronicles. I am in Bangkok, Thailand. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And God bless you. Hold on, everyone. Okay. Hold on. Mickey Criggs. Mickey Criggs, God bless you. Okay, I think I got everyone. Okay. Okay. Theresa Marie, listen to me carefully. I am going to put the link. I am going to put the link. The link is for Theresa Marie and her dear husband. And her dear husband. Theresa Marie, once you get on the air, once you get on the air, you are the boss. You are the boss. You have 90 minutes. You have 90 minutes. You have a complete hour and an extra 30 minutes to close the program. An example. Okay, it is now, it is now exactly New York time. It is exactly New York time, 11:52. 11:52. You have you have until you have until exactly 1:30 in the morning. You should close the telecast. You should close the telecast before 1:30 in the morning. Once I introduce you, listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully, Teresa. Once I introduce you, you are the boss. You will not hear my voice anymore. Conduct the program. You will conduct the program like if this was your channel. I am silent at all times. I will not intervene for nothing. An example, in case the internet goes down, in case the internet goes down, because that can happen, I will put you back on the air again. Understand? In case the internet goes down, all you do is press the link again. Once I see you, once I see you in the, once I see you backstage, I will put you on the air again. But I am not going to intervene. I do not make any comments whatsoever. This is your telecast. This is your telecast, Teresa. You are the boss. Uh, just interact. You bring your topic and you interact with the chat. Okay? So you are the boss. Do not forget, I am not going to intervene whatsoever. Uh, Already around 4 to 5 people. This channel, Teresa, this channel is 1 year and 8 months. I have given the opportunity to around 4 to 5 people. They all have done their lives excellent. So you are going to do your life will be excellent also. So do not forget, you are the boss. You are in charge. You are in charge. I want you to paste that. I want you to paste that in your brain. This is your channel. As soon as you get on the air, this is your channel. And you have up to 1:30. Uh, you should close the telecast 5 or 10 minutes before 1:30. You close it. Once you close it, once you close it, I turn off the channel. You are the boss. I want to be clear, and I want you to paste that in your brain. You are the boss. I do not intervene for nothing. So you carry the program. Okay, everyone, those that are in the chat, anyone that comes with bad intentions, block them immediately. Block them immediately. So uh, I am going to send the link now for Theresa Marie and her dear husband. And if Emery arrives, I will send the link to Emery. Okay, hold on, everyone. Okay, as soon as I paste the link, As soon as I paste the link to Theresa Marie and her husband, just press it. And as soon as I see you backstage, I will put you on the air. But very important, Theresa Marie, you are the boss. Hold on, everyone. All right, Theresa Marie and her husband. The link is in the chat. To be clear, I tell this to everyone, no gossip, no drama, and no profanity. We are professionals. We are professionals. And positive content. Positive content. I pasted the link as soon as as soon as I have as soon as I have Theresa Marie and her husband backstage, I will put them on the air. We are waiting for Theresa Marie. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, everyone. Josie, I am very happy to see you in the chat. Hold on, everyone. Okay, I have Theresa Marie. Okay, hold on, Theresa. Hold on. Theresa, stand by, stand by. Okay, before I put Theresa on the air, Theresa, you are going to hear. I have prepared my granddaughter. My granddaughter has prepared two intros, two intro videos for you. Each video is 1 minute and 30 seconds. After the second video, after the second video, I will press you and you will be on the air. Okay, these two videos my granddaughter has prepared for the intro, for Theresa Marie's intro. Hold on, everyone. Okay, after the two intros, and then Theresa Marie will be on the air. Theresa Marie, my granddaughter prepared these two intros for you. Okay, here we go. Don't forget, Theresa, you are the boss.
People, people who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Where children needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside, acting more like children than children. Lovers are very special people. They're the luckiest people.
Hello? Can everyone hear me okay? Hold on, let me see. I think my mic's off. Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? You can hear me now? I'm sorry. Nervous. Um, Here she is. Okay. Hello to the Mob 2 Chronicles, Josie, Deborah Roberts, William Wallace, my brother, who is in Bangkok, in the Philippines, well, not the Philippines, Thailand, sorry. C Double, Mickey Griggs, who is here, my husband, who's here, who's Guy, but Juilliard, um, and of course, to Edwin Jimenez and Mother Jimenez and his granddaughter. That was a beautiful intro, and I wanted to say thank you. Um, I came on Edwin's show the other day, and he said if I had one thing to talk about, not knowing I would be doing a show, if I had 1 hour to talk about something, what would it be? And I said, I guess it would be the dynamic of family today, and which includes, everything from, but versus our generation when we were kids, and, you know, and religion and family and lack thereof. Um, so he said, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. And that brought me here today. I'm going to give you 1 hour to speak on this. And I have been terrified. And I said, to my husband, will you come out with me? He said, not on your life. You can do this. And as Mr. Jimenez said, God, your faith, and the motivation that you have in God with your faith can move mountains. So let's see if I can move any mountains. And I got really lucky because I got people who know me and love me here and support me. So even if that's just a few people, I really appreciate that. So it makes this a lot easier. Okay, and I kind of did some PowerPoint examples, but I think I'm going to try to do this from the heart, but I might have to revert to my notes because but I'm very nervous because I've never done this before. But I did, Mother Jimenez, the granddaughter, you're all so beautiful, and thank you for giving me this chance. And like you said, I have a voice. God gave me a voice. So, um, a lot of you don't know, and I don't put it out here, especially on the MobTube genre, of how many children I have. Only a few know how many children I really have. And then we have raised a lot of children that aren't ours biologically. I'm not talking about foster parents. I'm talking about family and friends who fell on hard times and lived in our house. And we raised them and have raised them to be adults, and they're gone now. And the cycle has continued. Me and my husband, who has never ever fought me on it because it's mostly my family and my friends. Um, so my topic is, like I said, is family dynamics, values, tradition, respect, and extended family. And I just realized that, as you all know, because Mr. Jimenez did the mass and the prayer for my mother-in-law. Um, you all know recently that my father-in-law was in the hospital. As soon as he came out, my mother-in-law went in, and um, he comes from a very large family, as do I, and they all pulled very hard every night, staying there with her and my father-in-law overnight. Um, and you don't see that anymore. Extended families where the grandparents live with, you take in your in-laws or your parents. And regretfully and unfortunately, my parents are no longer here. I've experienced that loss, and my husband is yet to, and thank God for that. But this has been scary for him. Um, but I would like if you guys could participate, because Josie, I've heard your story. See, I know your story, and I've seen you both move mountains. William Wallace, Mickey, I mean, you're all great people, and I know that you're all family people, and whoever else is listening, you wouldn't be here because I'm that boring unless I'm fighting with someone, which I can't do. So this makes it even harder. But family doesn't always mean blood relative. Um, how is that relevant to this genre? Um, for some reason, people think it's okay to go after family, and I hope I'm not breaking a rule. No drama. Um, this, to me, that's an abomination because family is so sacred. And I have gotten to know a few people, and um, I wanted to. Everybody was worried for me that I gave my number out so easily to people. I don't. I give out a fake, not a fake email, but not my email, and I'll feel you out only to see where you stand. And um, only a few people have my actual number. So I wanted everyone to put their worries aside with that. Um, but I do think the family stuff has got to stop because I don't think some people know how far others are willing to go for their family. Um, okay, this is where I'm going to get, because I'm looking at notes and I'm not doing this from the heart. And and Edwin, I'm so sorry. I'm doing it from the heart, and I'm trying to let God, um, you know, be my voice and family. I've always been told that, I don't burn bridges, I blow them up. So you can't come back over them. Once I'm done, I'm done. And but that's not true. I I am the 10th chance, 11th, 12th, 13th chance giver when it comes to family for people I love. Um, I grew up in a divorced family before I was even born. My parents separated, but they lived like a few houses apart. That's the one thing they did do. Thank you, Carol Quill. I'm sorry if I sound and I know all of everyone is going to say she was drunk. No, it's so funny. Whenever I'm drunk, you think I'm normal, but when I'm not drunk, you think I'm drunk. Sorry. But anyway, I didn't grow up in a traditional, where both parents were together. And I realized, watching people, because we come from such a big family, people walk away so easily. And when people say children are affected the most, that's the truth. And from a young age, I learned how to manipulate my parents. If I, as a kid, innocently, I would go home and tell my mom, "Oh, guess what dad got me?" And she would up him. And I would say, "Oh, dad, look what mom got me." So I learned very early how to, oh, this works, great for me, you know, but all I had was a bunch of things and they were just trying to up each other. So, and it was great and it worked all the way into my adulthood. And my dad always beat out my mom because she was a single, hardworking woman, and she was a correctional officer. And my dad was, he was just a guy you didn't want to mess with, that kind of guy. And he was infamous and notorious, especially in our town. And I grew up in a when I where I grew up, it was at that time when I was little, it was not it was there was a mill there. So if you worked there, you were working class people. But as the years went on, he was very smart, and my dad's side of the family came from the South, and they called them the poor little rich kids because they worked so hard, and they could walk on their hands, and so they called them all kinds, and they were dark skinned, so they didn't exactly fit in. But now that town is where actors retire, and there's gated communities everywhere. And that's not a flex. We just got lucky. Well, I did because I was the baby of the family and the only girl. And but I did lose two brothers, one being 18 years my senior, the other one being 9. Um, so I guess expectation of family, I think we all have that. And what role does each person play? I know that we have a lot of mom and dads in here and of different ages. I'm going to be 47 next month. And I think that's the one thing I did great. And for my first for my first child, I had twins, boy, girl twins. And I looked at them. My first thought is, there's no way I'm not going to how can I not mess them up? That was my first thought. But God willing, I didn't. I took a little of what I was given and a little of what I knew I didn't want them to know. And my husband parented the same way I did. And it was a big thing. We never fought. I mean, being young back then, having children, um, we had our fair share of fights because I wanted my kids so close together because I didn't have that. So I know I'm all over the place and I'm so sorry. Um, sorry. Um, and life thirst curves, but I couldn't believe I was looking at the one boy, one girl in a crib, and just stared at them, and I could not believe like I did that. Like I couldn't just up and go anymore. When you're pregnant, you have them in your belly, you could just go. And then it hits you one day, your life's no longer yours. Now it belongs to these two beautiful things you created. Or even if you have one, I'm just speaking in my experience. And now they're older, and I think it's scarier now than when they were little because you could watch them. And when I was growing up, being the only girl, I mean, there's things that are different now in family. The respect is gone. God is out of the homes now. And I know I could speak for people on here. C Double, he's an advocate. I mean, this man has changed laws. Edwin, everybody said, is he a preacher? Is he this? I said, no, he's a man of God, which I trust more than any preacher or a father or a priest or anything like that because you're full of sin just like me. So why would I come listen to you and your opinions when I can go straight to the source? Not everyone might feel that way, but that's how I feel. But I think that's what today's world is. We're missing the bond of family. And I guess I picked that topic without knowing I'd be doing an hour live on it because I watched my husband go through something that he had no control over. He was helpless. Um, and that's not a fun feeling, feeling helpless. And watching somebody you love in pain or hurt or sick, and there's nothing you can do. And I do know on here that so many people are. If not them, they're watching their mom or their dad or their child. God forbid. I mean, it's all bad if you have to do that. And I'm compassionate to those things because I had to do it. And I know what it drove me to, what anguish and hurt can do. It, if you choose mad, which I did, it's not saying you choose wrong because it's a feeling. You can't possibly be wrong because that's how you feel. There's no answer to it. It's how you feel. Just like with family, you might not get along with your brother or your sister for a little while, and maybe for good reason. Not everybody has your best intentions at heart, even if they are family. Um, like I said, I knew I was going to do this spin around, um, but like I was saying, I picked that because I was watching my husband go through something I went through, and I couldn't guide him and tell him, this is what you need to do. This is what you ought to do. This is what you should do. There's none of that. There's no possible way of doing that. The only thing I could do was let him navigate that for himself and be there for him if he was hurting. Um, but I do believe, and I do in this house, for example, my daughter is way past dating age. She can marry if she wanted to, but we say no, and she knows that, and we still call it courting, and we chaperone that, and we do have a double standard for the boys. They don't have to deal with that, and it's the world changes around us, but how do we navigate this? And how do we do all of this? What I know is I passed English class, so at 47, I'm gonna be 47. Hold on, I got a couple more weeks to go. um, I don't think I should have to change my vernacular, even for something I don't believe in. If you do it, I don't mind, but that's your business. But I don't think it should be pushed on my children either. But I'm going to stay off of that. But, you know, like I said, my daughter, you still have to court her. And even courting her, getting past her brothers are going to be hard enough. But coming to us, mm, that's the wall you're gonna break yourself against. Um, and my poor husband, because that's his only daughter, and my God, I I don't know. I don't know what he feels. I just know that he puts his head down and shakes it, and I know that he prays constantly because she's beautiful. Um, um, where was I going with this? Um, hold on. I do have a lot of notes here. So we touched a little bit on children, and if you guys have anything that you want to put in the comments as far as how you feel, like if you've been through that, the dating, and you know, driving, going off to college, just all of it. And I'm not a disciplinary, but I am vocally. I'm the first one to, and I can't, no profanities. If this house gets loud, I'm the first one, knock that off, you know. And my husband used to be the disciplinary, but we never hit our kids. We never needed to. I always felt if you hit if you need to hit your kids, only thing you're telling them is I could hurt you if you don't do as I say. I think the only time I ever did snatch up my kid is if they did something that could hurt them. Because I wanted them to feel that fear, like, oh, if I go near the road or if I do this, it'll, they'll be terrified that I never seen mom react like that or dad react like that. So, oh, Carol Quill, my kids are both in their 40s. I agree with you. Carol, I would have never, ever thought that you had kids in their 40s, ever. Not ever. I've learned, and Carol Mahale either. But yes, thank you, Carol. It must be a generational thing. Like I said, the only thing that I don't agree with, where I think that I'm an old soul, and I might be wrong, is that I don't believe in letting my daughter as an example because for some reason at this age girls are harder. Um, boys, even with doctors, that he's got ADHD, all this stuff. No, he doesn't. Boys are, full of piss and vinegar. Oh gosh, sorry, I said they're full of adrenaline. They're supposed to be. That's a sign of health. It's not, here, take a pill so I don't have to deal with them. So teachers don't have to deal with them. So the world doesn't have to deal with them. I never believed in that. And that's where I stand on that. Um, and this is how funny the world has become. When I would go out with my children when they were younger, they're boy and girl, and that was very obvious to see. I would literally have people come up to me and say, "Are they identical twins?" And I was like, "One's a boy, one's a girl. Let's try this again." But anyway, that's really what happened. Um, see, shut up. Didn't I said one word that it was just, it was just saying, but I love you and I so appreciate you being here. Um, Another thing is, I don't know if you guys know the Jesus head. It's on my chain. It's I have a crucifix and a cross. Um, but it's just, it has the 4 points, the top of it's half the cross with just Jesus's head. And somebody said, "What religious does that stand for?" And I was like, wow, it's Catholicism. And I grew up in a strict Roman, like an Orthodox Roman home. I'm not talking about regular Catholic. I'm talking about, you know, the seven sacraments, and you had to go to confession, and it scared me to death. But I didn't want to raise my kids that way. So I didn't, and my husband didn't either. He was brought up in a strict Catholic home as well. We still keep the same ideas, just not the harshness of it, like, you know, fire and brimstone kind of ideas. But you have the politics, and your kids come home and ask you questions you never thought you'd hear them say. And it is so hard to understand, like, the world they're growing up in. And you don't have it's and I wonder, did I ever go home and ask my parents this and they didn't have the answer because it was a different world, or, you know, then, but I can't think, how drastic the changes are. But the one that I hate most, despise most, is they're taking God out of everything. And now you have all these other ideas. And, you know, when my sons play sports, if they do good and, they make a tackle, they get the yards, they get down on one knee, they point a hand to God, and they make the sign of the cross. And they used to get teased for that, and they still do. You're a Bible thumper or all this stuff. And when did that become cool? You know what I mean? And oh, God bless you. Um, so uh, let me think. Let me think. Yeah, just the whole idea of. Oh, and I did have a cool story. I did write this down. I wanted everyone to hear this because I thought it was actually pretty cool. My oldest son was probably about 6 years old. Um, sorry, that's my other phone going off. I'm sorry. Um, and we have crucifixes above all of their beds, in our room and in the dining room, and we have one in the living. But well, we in our old house we did. Um, so my son being and by the time he was 6, they could use screwdriver. At 8, they had electric chainsaws. They could do hard work, and like men. Well, they could do work some men can't even do. But my son looked at these crucifixes and he said, Jesus has been on them a long, long time. And I said, very long, yes. And my son said, I think it's time he came off of them. And I don't think he was talking symbolically, because what he did next was unbelievable. He got a screwdriver and started unscrewing Jesus off all the crosses in our house. And we had a manger, in our Christmas decorations, and he knew where that box was because it was just for the manger stuff. And he took Jesus off all the crosses in the house, kept the crosses hung, but I put them back. He had to take them down at 6 or 7, in between there. I'd be lying it, but it was spring, about spring or summer. Yeah. And he put them in the manger and covered them as if like to take care of them so Jesus wouldn't be cold. And that always stood out to me. And I never put Jesus back on those crosses. I didn't. Like, we know where he was, but for a young mind to think like that and to think what the world will do to that young mind if me as a mother, my husband as a father, uncles, aunts, grandfathers, grandmothers don't nurture this idea or his idea when it's a good one like that, when it's good intent. Um, you know, I I was so proud of him for having that. And each one of my children have displayed different things. And when I say my children, I'm not only talking about the ones I gave birth to. All of my children have one father, but not all of my children have come from me. See, you know more than most do, and the reason I don't do that is the legal things, or the legal reason of things. But I have more in my home and more love under my roof than most have. And Josie, you're always beautiful. Like I said, you are a young Diane Carroll, maybe even beautifuler, if that's a word. Beautifuler? No, more beautiful. Yes, more beautiful. That's why I love you. Um, Okay, so that's where I stand on religion. If anybody has anything they'd like to, add, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to drop a link. If I'm allowed to do that, if Uncle Edwin would allow me to do such a thing, I don't know. I know 1 hour by myself. I know I'm not allowed to be helped, but in case somebody maybe has something they're dealing with and would like to come up, but I don't know if that's allowed. Uncle Edwin, is the link allowed to be dropped if somebody wants to come on and maybe share their ideas? Am I allowed to do that? He said he wouldn't say anything, so I don't know. Okay. Um, Husband and wife dynamics. That was going to be my next topic. That is, oh, yes, it is. Um, Uncle Edwin, can you drop the link in case anybody would like to come up and maybe talk and share their ideas? Especially because of the next topic, husband and wife. Now, this is one that is a little bit harder. I was never, ever going to settle down, ever. And my husband's here, he could attest to that. But I did want children. So um, he pursued me very, very hard, even though I had the biggest crush on him forever. And our parenting we were different. And, the one thing, so many people, I think it was yesterday, MRE had a show, and it was Valentine's Day. So they were talking about thank you, Uncle Edwin, for that. I appreciate it. Um, how long people have been together. I know Edwin and Mother Jimenez have been together 47 years. And you think about that, that's my lifetime. Not even my life. I haven't reached 47 yet, but that's my lifetime. And I told my husband, be careful of something that you want, which be careful of something that's just what you want it to be. Because I was his perfect everything. I was, well, I'm not a real blonde. You guys know that. But blonde, petite, light blue eyes, tan, olive skinned, everything, right down to everything. Well, I don't think he was quite ready for my attitude. I don't think he knew. Well, he had to have known. Police told him. So I was a spitfire in my younger days. Um, but uh, I told him, this you're making me change my whole outlook. You're talking marriage forever. And he was like, forever? You're a drunk, you're a drunk liar, crazy C word. Justice for well, you know what? Uh, Not today, Satan. That's what I'm gonna say. Not today. Not today. Anytime you're trying to do something good, there's somebody trying to take it away. No, you know what? May God bless you on this day. I'm not going to go there because that's what you want me to do, because I will. So, not today, Satan. I hope God blesses you, sir. Um, as I was saying, yeah. So, my husband would say, no, if you're not happy, whatever, I'll give you the house, give you the cars, and you can go on your way. And I said, no, I don't think you understand how I feel about marriage. It's like a gang. If you want out, you die out. And he smiled and he took me up on that offer. And we have gone round and round, and we are still here today. And I think it's 22 or 23 years. I'm not sure, but we're there. And I always forget. I forget my own birthday. I forget it for a whole day. So I'm not good with dates. But I will remember your birthday or when you have need surgery. I do remember that stuff. Um, so when it comes to marriage, nobody stays together anymore. And I guess as women, we're more, we're more commitment. We're more with the idea of love, where men are just visual creatures. And nowadays, people are so easy to walk away and over little things. I mean, I remember hearing a statistic of Facebook. Uh, it was the number one rate why people got divorced nowadays, which I would believe. But and now it's politics and different things like that. And Edwin was right to say, take your woman dancing, do these things, you know, and he's old school. He's been there, he's done that, he's lived a whole life that some of us haven't even. So, in that sense, you know, and just being there for family, the power of communication. And I'll tell you the one thing my husband and I never did. We have never fought, not once over money. That's the one thing we've never done. And when you have kids, there's really no fight because you have none, they have it all. So that makes it a little easier. Um, I don't know what time is it. Okay. If anybody else has anything they want to add in the chat, I don't want to feel like I'm just, talking at you. I want to feel like I'm talking to you. So let me read a few comments. Okay. Oh, Mickey, I didn't even see this. I'm sorry. Oh, you're in control. Be still, my heart, with my wife's permission. Ah, I raised my sister's son and daughter while she was incarcerated. Mickey, yeah, I get it. Um, that's I could see you doing that for sure. And just from speaking to you on here, and it is hard. And like I said, it always affects the kids. Yes, I am nervous. Oh, William, you don't have to be sorry for my loss whatsoever. To me, I feel like we don't ever lose anyone. I always feel like we're gaining angels. I really do. I don't think we lose anyone. I think we miss them, and it hurts, but I don't think we ever really truly lose anyone. Yeah, William, I wouldn't think that's a real swear word, but still I should have been more thoughtful. Yes, well done, Mickey. Definitely a good job for you for doing that. Um, I'm trying to think of what else I could. Gosh, let me just go through my. Hold on, I have some PowerPoints here. I really do. Um, Hold on, I have a lot more. I guess I didn't really need a whole hour, so I have to fill this in with maybe a few stories. Does anybody have like a story they might want to tell? or just in chat, like anything. Babe, do you want to help me out with some things? Like I'm trying to think, and I hit.
Well, I think you've been doing great. And I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. And I want to say thank you to Uncle Edwin
Mother Minute.
and Mother Jimenez um, for the prayers for my mom. Been a very scary time. I'm really proud of Theresa. I'm proud of everything she's done tonight because she's overcome a huge fear of public speaking being the spotlight. I think she's doing great. I love seeing everybody in here. I don't come on an awful lot. Just kind of not. I'm kind of in the background usually, but
Unless I need somebody to do my fighting for me.
sometimes I get a little upset. A lot of times I get a little upset, but I usually let Theresa handle a lot of things on her own. I think there's a lot she doesn't tell me. I couldn't think of anybody I'd rather
No drama.
have started a family with.
Oh,
Um, a natural born mother, Theresa is.
can you guys hear him okay? He's talking into the wrong phone. Sorry. This one.
Um, yeah, just a natural born mother. The smaller and more helpless the child or baby, and the more she just shines. And I can't think of anybody that I would have rather walked with in life, have children with. We've seen an awful lot in our years together. And even though we feel old, I think we still feel young inside our heads. But it's good to see. It's good to see everybody, see doubles, and we've gone back. Uh,
Long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've watched you struggle with things, and your family too. I don't think we look at things. When we look at family, we don't look at just like our blood relation. Um, Good friends are taken into the fold, and once you're there, you're there. Um,
Yeah, you'll forever be our brother.
yeah,
See, always. You're you're our brother. You're my brother. Your guy's brother. And that's another thing I did want to touch on. Family isn't always blood. Thank you. Did you? I'm so sorry. I could just cut you off.
that's fine.
I didn't think you would mind anyway.
I'm just giving you a chance to catch your breath. That's it. Now you're on again.
I know, and it's so weird that when I do this, tears are pouring down my face, and I don't know why. Because it's easy to come on here and yell and get sucked into the drama, and I really did want to go off on justice for what I'm not going to even say that, but I that was my initial instinct. I wanted just to go in on him, like, how dare you take such a nice time, and C double dubbed me. He said I didn't have a sensor. He said I was a motion detector. Is that it? Motion? Is that a motion detector? I forget what it was. See, sorry. My temper. And for as much trouble as it's gotten me into, my temper, it's also gotten me out of it. Um, but it's easy to come on here and get sucked into the drama and defend and stick up for others and think you're doing the right thing, and you find out you didn't, and then you feel like a dummy, like, well, how did I not see that? And I think we've all done that. But if you feel a person is really good, don't follow the masses, and you're going to take heat for it, and they're going to say you're a flip flopper or this. But it hurts me when I know that someone is good. As long as you don't have malice in your heart when doing something, then you're a good person. And you might not agree with what everybody does, but still, I think you should defend people if you believe in them. And that's the way it should be. And that is family. And there is a family here on YouTube, whether we like our relatives or not, we have them. Um, because it's been years that we've all been together, and this is one, it's become one big cesspool for sure. So I don't like hearing slanderous things or nasty things get said. And but you have the right to change your mind. Somebody can come across as being, even me, everybody would say, oh, she's mean, she fights, she goes off the handle. But here I am crying like a baby because I'm talking about something that I'm passionate about. That doesn't make me fake or a phony. It just, you're seeing the true me. Not everybody comes on here and says, oh, well, I'm really just a big teddy bear. So, there's that. But I'm grateful for the friends that I did make on here. And I want to give another shout out. And I always ask people's permission. My brother, Triple X, I love you. You are going through so much and you are so strong and steadfast in what you're going through as well. And I think a lot of people are. And I think that's why a lot of people have time to come on here because, hold on, I'm going to take a break and just read a few comments. Carol Quill, one of my brothers and I were mad at each other. Something stupid, really, and an afterthought. I used to say if he needs my kidney, I will give to him, but I don't have to talk to him. When my sister was dying, it was over. We were talking and no conversation was had. It was just over. Carol, I can relate literally and figuratively. My oldest brother, the last words I said to him were really bad. I didn't know he was in a bad way. I didn't. And I told him, you'll need me long before I'll ever need you. And I didn't want nothing to do with him anymore. I had no idea that he was reaching out for help. Well, he's reaching out for money, but I didn't know it was as bad as it was. And I actually been through a kidney situation, but not mine, but something very similar. And I can, I think I can empathize with most. We've always loved each other, but we are both sick. And yes, and she needed us. We were both there. Yes, Carol, I just please don't. I know that nobody could beat me up harder than I beat me up at times. So I really hope that you don't do that because what we feel in the moment. But I thought of it this way: if my brother was still here, would I be mad that I said that? No. I'm only beating myself up because he was gone and that was the last thing I said to him. And but that's what we always did. I mean, when we were kids, him being 18 years older than me, I did try to kill him. That's the truth. I don't like being tickled and he held me down and that's I don't think it's fun. I don't think it's funny. I think it hurts and I hated it. And if you hold me down, if you tickle me, you're in trouble. But if you hold me down and tickle me because you know I hate it, I think that's evil. I just do. And my dad had these huge oak doors and he had this buck knife. And you couldn't drive a nail into these doors with a hammer. But I was so enraged, foaming and snot flying everywhere. My dad said, you better not let her up, not yet. But he did, and he took off running. I grabbed that buck knife and I put the tip of that thing through that door. That's how mad I was. And then, and he was, I almost had him too. And so I realized that didn't work, and I knew where my dad kept his pistol, and I went for it. And it was loaded, and my dad said, "She's gonna kill you." And my dad is, I was little, and he was towering me, and I was ready to go shoot him. I was still enraged because I had to get my licks in. And Luke, you okay? Okay, take it easy. And my dad's like, "You're gonna kill him one day, but it won't be today, Theresa." So he grabbed the gun out of my hand, and I'm still angry, but I'm glad I didn't kill him that day. But I thought, like, and that's the one, of course, that out of all my brothers passed. So, I mean, I just wanted to put a funnier note on it, but it's not funny. But I was hell bent on killing them that day. I really was. I was little, and but God, they used to torture me. Oh my goodness, ugh, just anything.
You know, I think it's awesome. I'm sorry, Teresa, but
Sure.
I've been sitting here thinking, and I just think it's awesome, to come into a page
A community channel.
like Uncle Edwin has and what he does, and to listen to that man speak,
Yes.
how he prays for everybody and blesses everybody, sends blessings to everybody. And, so such a light, such a beacon in the way the chats are these days. And it's so much better to be, anybody can run that other gamut. This is, this is a place to grow, a place to listen, a place to bond, a place to strengthen ties. And I'm just very, very grateful to Uncle Edwin and the people who are in here today that this ability is here for us to enjoy. And I wish more people would follow the example. Geez, I wish I could follow the example a little better in my daily life. I just think it's very exceptional. Very, very exceptional. Maybe I don't quite feel in the scope of Uncle Edwin. Maybe I don't quite feel as worthy, but for what it's worth, I do wish blessings upon everybody who's in this community right now listening, and many others who aren't. I wish everybody nothing but the best, happiness, and your families. There's so much good to enjoy, uh, especially if you don't focus on the bad. And it seems like that's what most people want to do is focus on the bad right away. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No, no.
I just was thinking about that.
I remember the night that I went to Cara Mahale's and then to Edwin's. And do you remember coming home? And I was a mess. I was crying.
Yeah.
Remember? And I said, what is the matter with me? And remember, I told you what Uncle Edwin said? Like, I was like, I didn't even say I wanted to do this. He just, and he was so, and you're like, I never seen you this way before. The only ones I've seen with your dad and with your godfather. He said, and Uncle Edwin, you definitely, I couldn't tell you no. And my husband absolutely loved it. And he was like, well, you better get to work. And I did. And he was looking forward to this. And I said, what happens if it's like, when I had the solo and Somewhere Over the Rainbow and I start talking and nothing comes out? He's like, I don't think you got that problem anymore. But he took a lot of pleasure in this. And yeah, William Wallace, yes, he does. He blesses everyone. And that's the way it should be. You don't get to pick and choose. I mean, even, in the words of Jesus Christ himself, he said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And I'm not saying I'm capable of that to do that. And I mean, it's only YouTube, but it's the new world, the new way of communicating these days, it seems like. I mean, how often do people really talk to people anymore? They do it in a text or via phone some way, but how often does someone go to someone's house to actually check and see how they're doing or say, "Hey, what's up? I was thinking of you." You know what I mean? So it's it's amazing to have someone like Edwin that's so strong in his convictions, and but they're, you know, that's what we need. And it's not, there's not 100 people in here, you know, going off, and and it's not bumping and nobody's jumping around the screen dancing and doing all that stuff, but it has something that's different. It's got substance to it. It's got a message. It's not the words, it's what's in your heart, and it's something that I think needs to be talked about more, because this could be a place where, because I love all the girls on here, and I think the world of all of them, and most of you know how I feel about a few. I'm the first one to say it. That's why I don't know why everyone thinks I'm these pretend people and other accounts. That drives me nuts. But um, anyhow, no drama. I got to be careful. But I'm just, as an example, that's the easy part, to do what Edwin does and take the high road like MRE did, and say that I'm not going to fight with my elders and I'm not going to do this. That is a personal choice that I took to follow that. That doesn't make me a flip flopper. That makes me choosing my personal, what I thought. It's everyone else that takes it as, oh, you chose. No, if you didn't put me over a barrel, I wouldn't have had to have chose. You made me choose. And on here, unfortunately, you have to choose at times. And for someone like Edwin, he's decided, no, I don't choose. This is what I stand by. This is and it's very clear. And the way he put it to me was very clear. So I got to really thank him for, opening my eyes to that, and just going back to the basics of life, of just wrong and right. That's it. Wrong, right. And not saying, oh, see it the way I see it, Theresa. You can come on my show for an hour and talk, but you have to fall in line to what I say. No. What he told me to do is come on his show, but you can't curse, you can't gossip, no drama, no profan, which is something we should all do anyway and practice anyway. I'm not saying we have to be saints, but we should strive to be, especially if we have children, especially if we have grandchildren, and especially if we're on here, because one day our grandchildren and our children will be older. They're still little ones, not in this house, but in other houses. But being 19, that's a young mind. And I don't want my children to, there's things on here where I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, they're going to be like, Mom, you went on here and you fought with Lefty? And I'm like, I did, sorry about that. And not my proudest moments, but I don't hide it from anyone. So that's, my family does know that I come on here, and, um, you know, this is like a what I do in my pastime. And I think we all found this during pandemic, and I think that's how it got created, and it became a pandemic into its own pandemic in a way. Um, Let me just read a few. I don't want to get behind in the chat. Excuse me. It is sad, Carol Quell, I'm sorry. It is sad that on most of YouTube, you have to be so guarded, so bad, so that the bad ones don't get too much of your info. I was in the hospital to Thursday morning, and honestly, I was a little nervous. But being in the chat with good people actually made me relax. Now, I wouldn't have said that outside of Edwin's chat because there are people. Oh, I'm okay. I probably shouldn't have read that out loud if I knew how you felt. Yeah, Carol, exactly. Like you feel like, okay, I can be myself, but God forbid you should try to take certain measures to hide your identity, then you're a liar, right? And, well, you said this, so explain that. Well, I don't have to explain nothing, so being called a liar because I took measures to kind of hide my identity or the identity of my family, I don't mind, and I don't mind. I have cammed up multiple times. I don't mind that, but it's not me I'm worried about. It's the people in the background I don't want on this. Do you know what I mean? So if I say something, and of course I'm not telling the truth to most of these people, but that's because you're going to hurt me with the information that I give you. So yes, I'm lying to the majority of everyone. I'm lying to everyone. Every time we come on here with a name, or you're lying right off the bat. But and then they'll say like, oh, well, you're a known liar, and that's been proven because you said you had uh 3 kids, you said you had 4 kids, you said this, you said that, you said that. Yeah, but only way to prove it is show you where I live, work, all my children. Like they say, I have a fake husband. I'm like, oh, okay, and then that's when I say okay to their lies. Then like, told you. See, I told you. And I'm like, this, you can't make this up. So I'm good with being a drunken liar. I'm good with that. Than to have to, deal with a lot of these things that people just do. And for what? I don't know why. And I don't understand how a chat, like, we make or break the content creators. You know what I mean? In a sense. So I don't know why you'd want to hurt people that give you money, promote you, but that's the way of the world. Uh, it hasn't become survival of the fittest. It has not. It's literally survival of the weakest. That's what it has become. And if you believe in God, then you're an extremist. If it's all these things now, and it's like cats are barking, dogs are meowing. It just doesn't make sense. Up is down, down is up. That's what it's like in this genre. But it is so nice when I went to Carol Mahale's show and Theresa Murphy was on there, and MRE, and then I came over to Edwin's, and it was just a whole nother vibe. And I was like, I didn't even know this part existed. And that's the one time I actually felt dumb, that, oh, I didn't have to go through all this drama. So, I do. What time do I have to?
I don't know, but I was just thinking
I
about.
had to have done
I
an
don't.
hour, right?
I don't know, but I was thinking about Uncle
I,
a bunch of times, and I've been thinking, and it's almost like he doesn't say it like this, but it's almost like, now, children, behave. Children, be
yeah.
on your best behavior.
No, I could see. Yeah,
And
definitely.
and he, and it just makes me smile thinking, like, you know,
Yeah, you even said that you retreated right back to a kid.
yeah.
And I did too, Uncle Edwin. You did. I was like, yes, sir. No, sir. And even in your pictures, I see you as like this big guy towering over me. I'm like, okay, I will. So like, that kind of thing. So, and even now, Uncle Edwin, I'm like, I will not call him Uncle Edwin though. I will call him Mister. And here I am, Uncle Edwin. So,
Because we
yeah,
say it with respect.
yes. So it's it's the online family. And Thank you so much for listening to me. And I know that I'm a show killer. Edwin, I warned you. I told you. I'm long-winded. As Maureen would say, over the hills and through the woods we go with Theresa. But
I don't know, but I think you've been on long enough that somebody, maybe I'm wrong. I'll get in trouble now, probably. But
yeah, I don't think you should say
I think,
anything.
I think that it'd be a great time for somebody to grab that link and come on in.
Not everybody likes grabbing links, and it's you got to be in the mood to do it. And you like with us, like the background noise, and unless you're willing to put things out there, and people are willing to hurt other people with it, which I have you. I'll be like, what this person did, and you're out the door ready to go headhunt somebody. So, but that's not drama. That's a fact. He really is, and I'm like, no, 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 it's not that serious. It was a joke. Um, but I am so glad that I got to meet so many of you, like all of you, and I do like I understand, and I do take to heart, and I do remember a lot of your stories, and um, I'm glad you just listened to me, and I'm sorry if I bored you. I thought I would do a little better than I did, but I also thought, oh God, I'm going to crash and burn on this one. But I was very nervous. I'm a little more relaxed, only because I know that it's coming to an end, but not in a bad way. I'm glad I did this because it is easy to come up here and just attack and make fun of people and do something like that and fight, but it's not easy to come up here and show that you're genuine and show your kindness because it will be taken for weakness. And I promised Uncle Edwin I would not do any drama. But whoever said Uncle Edwin does whatever, if I find out or ever hear that, you will have to deal with me and I won't be on Uncle Edwin's page. But whoever slandered him in that way, I will not forget it. I heard it. It hurt me when I heard it. And if I ever find out who says it, or if I ever hear it again, I assure you we will not be on Uncle Edwin's page. So just keep that in your wallets. If you carry wallets anymore. I think that's a dying breed too. Okay, I don't think I'm done yet. I don't think so. Because Uncle
says no.
But he said to, oh, yes, and to end, oh, I have to end the chat. Um, uh, okay. Um, Let me go to the top. Hold on. Let me start with Deborah Roberts. I want to thank you so much for everything. You are so sweet. I am glad that I got to know you. Mickey Griggs, thanks for being here. Mickey, don't let me forget when I see MRE. He said he would be here with me. That's it. I'm going to meet him in Rhode Island for coffee. I'm only kidding. Um, and thank you to Edwin's granddaughter for the opening, uh, the two videos for introduction videos. They were beautiful, very talented girl. Carol Quill, thank you for carrying me through this. Like, you're a straight ride or die for me. Really, thank you so much. And again, I'm sorry for your loss, but please do not beat yourself up. To Josie, thank you. You're amazing. You can hold an audience like nobody's business. You're absolutely amazing. Juilliard, we got to change your avatar. That's my feet.
That guy owes me money.
That guy owes me money. Okay. Um, then C double. Thank you so much. I'm going to try not to laugh while doing this, but have fun in Bangkok and Thailand. I can't say it without laughing. Just Okay. I see my age is showing. And you, oh, actually, Guy, you said the same thing that Uncle Edwin said. We are the same like you. I feel 18 in my head. You were just saying that. Um, C double, I love you. Have the best time while you're out there, and please be so safe till you get back home, and then get back to farming. William Wallace, thank you again too for hanging out and holding on to the show with me. Uh, so appreciated. Mickey Griggs, you're you're the best. I love you all. Um, I see how somebody just came in. I think I'm not sure because I went to the top to make sure I get everybody. Deborah Roberts again. Oh, Mickey or Mikey or Mickey. Mikey. Hi, Mikey. Edwin is in the background. He'll be here soon. I promise. It's Theresa. How are you? Okay, I'm not going to mention that person. Yes, thank you, Carol Quill and William Wallace. Thank you for holding out for such a long time. And whoever's in here still and hasn't commented, um, thank you so much for listening to me. And Carol, I feel 20. Good for you. You probably look 21 too. All you, I'm telling you, you girls are all beautiful, all of you. That's why I always say, pretty lady, beautiful lady, because as women, we go through a lot on here, and I just think that's how should be said. I think we're all beautiful, we're all strong, and to be still standing in this community, we have to be. William, yes, William Wallace. I didn't get to William. Oh, I did. I said William and Carol. Thank you for carrying me through the show, and they certainly did. I'm sorry, William, if I didn't. Um, yeah, no, William, thank you so much. And thank you for all the encouraging words. And I know that I'm boring. I know that. And I'm sorry. Um, but from my family to all of your families, God bless. May you all have, you know, health, prosperity, and abundance of blessings, and just mostly health, and just uh, everything. I hope you all the best. When I hear, most people won't believe it, but I love a good ending, like a happy ever ending. I like to hear that people are doing well. I like to hear that someone has successors happy. And if you really want to make someone mad, do that. Be successful. Be happy. And you'll really, really aggravate people. That's the best way to measure, you know, your way in this world. And somehow, if you're not religious, find something to believe in, at the very least, something to believe in. I mean, I would always go, I'm always going to go with God. That doesn't work for everyone, but but you got to believe in something. And I guess that's really it. So I'm going to say good night to all of you. I had to have been on here an hour. I have, right? Have I have? No, I would think. Um, but if ever you guys need me, and Carol, Josie has my email. If anybody ever needs anything, or you just need an ear, or, you know, I'm not going to give you my real email at first. Carol Quill, I would you. And Josie, yes, but I'm talking, it's mostly for men, and it's nothing, personal. Um, but my husband trusts me completely. But if you ever need an ear, whether it's a woman's ear or a man's ear, we're both here. If anybody ever needs to just talk, and I'm so sorry. that I keep repeating myself. But I hope you guys all have a good night, and ladies. And Mr. Edwin Jimenez, I think that I'm pretty much done. I'm about to wear out my welcome and yours for the both of us if I don't go.
St. Henry VIII.
You better not. Oh my goodness. I think he left a little while ago. I'm pretty sure he did. Because if he didn't even say goodbye.
No, he would never do that. He's just saying you're not done yet.
Okay, I guess I'm not done yet. Was there something I missed? I wrote everything down.
Oh yeah, he said close the show.
Oh, close the show. Okay, close the show.
Well, I want to jump in quick before Theresa closes the show and just say thank you to everybody. It was just nice to sit back and relax and enjoy this time with you all. I want to wish everybody blessings, God's hand be on your lives and everything you do. And of course, to Uncle Edwin and Mother Jimenez
And their granddaughter.
and the granddaughter. Very, very beautiful, beautiful intro and very thoughtful. And, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. It's definitely not the vibe I'm used to with this stuff. But, that's my part of the closing anyway.
Yeah, I definitely. So we're gonna close out with, God bless everyone in the chat. God bless your families. God bless MRE. God bless Theresa Murphy. A big God bless to Carol Mahale and a beautiful show. God bless Angel and her and this includes your families as well. Who else? Uh, I wanted to also say I know that Midnight Blue is getting surgery. I know she was supposed to get surgery in February. I've not seen her yet, but God bless her, and I hope that she's well. God bless everybody in the chat, but I'm going off of Uncle Edwin's God blessings, because I guess he would probably know more. And I hope you all have a great night. I hope you all had a beautiful Valentine's Day and keep coming back. And I can't thank you all enough for just listening. And God bless you all for that. And I'm sure you're going to get a lot of points for that one. But have a great night, guys. Thank you so much. And I'm sure Uncle Edwin and Mother Jimenez and his granddaughter are going to take us out with some music. And in the name of Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen.
Amen.
Love you all. Blessed Mother, everything. Let's all try to just keep a good vibe and let's do more of this. And if Uncle Edwin invites you on his show, it's a blessing, even if you're scared. So good night, guys.
Good night,
Amen.
everybody. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Where children needing other children and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside, acting more like children than children. Lovers are very special people. They're the luckiest people. As long as it can be, there is there's somebody else unexpected. Just a little change, small to say the least. Oh, the little scared. Be the one with beauty and love. Give her just the same. Give her someone. Give her asking more. Never just as strong as the presenting the mightiest elements of the universe, guardians of good, earth, wind, and fire. Do you feel all right? Are we celebrating tonight? Right on. Isn't that right on, y'all? This is a very special song right here we'd like to share with you. Means a lot to us, and we hope to you. This is our national anthem right here, right here. We'd like to ask everybody in the house to stand. Everybody get on up on your feet. Let's party together, come on. Right on. Do you feel like singing? I can't hear you. I said, do you feel like singing? Let's try it one time. First, let's get an almighty groove. Come on, y'all. Oh, it feels so good. All right. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Neither one prepare beauty and the beast. Ever of the little scared. Neither one prepare beauty and the beast. Ever of the little scared. Neither one prepare beauty and the beast. What you're thinking, there are some things you can't hide. I wanna know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind. Pure energy. Pure energy. Here I am in silence, looking round without a clue. I find myself alone again, all alone with you. I can see behind your eyes the things that I don't know. If you hide away from me, how can I run home? I want to know what you're T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start. We have main engine start. Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.